Hello everyone. The fascinating subject for viewers to consider is whether bearer bonds are genuine and whether they can still be used in the real world after Alan Ritchson's character in Reacher Season 2 discovers that A.M. utilizes them for illicit activities. In the first scene of Reacher Season 2, Episode 5, Jack Reacher and David O'Donnell visit Homeland Security to find out what they know about A.M. According to the Homeland Security officers, A.M. first came to their attention 6 years before when he was a member of a terrorist group attempting to get nerve gas. They also disclosed that, with his exception, they were able to locate every terrorist associated with the gang. Jack Reacher, played by Alan Ritchson, discovers that the terrorists conducted business using bearer bonds as he searches through their private documents. This makes him think that A.M. most likely conducts transactions using the same approach. While the episode doesn't go into detail about bearer bonds or how A.M. is gaining from them, other TV shows and films have explored the motivations behind criminal organizations' usage of them. In Amazon's Reacher Season 2, a character's demise seems imminent, but the program ought to refrain from taking his life before the conclusion of the season. Bearer bonds are genuine and have been seen in a number of different television programs and films. For example, Hans Gruber and his group take over Nakatomi Plaza in Die Hard in order to steal $640 million in bearer bonds from a vault inside the skyscraper. Comparably, the main antagonist in Beverly Hills Cop 2 from 1987 also takes a bearer bond certificate and uses it to finance his illegal schemes. A similar representation occurs in F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby, when the protagonist devises a plan to sell bearer bonds. The main reason bearer bonds are used as narrative devices in television series like Reacher and motion pictures like Die Hard, Beverly Hills Cop, and The Great Gatsby is because of their anonymity. Bearer bonds, as contrast to registered security, are not linked to a particular owner. Because of this, anybody in possession of them may readily and legally trade the value connected with them. Regarding other digital or even physical modes of transaction, the same cannot be true. Bearer bonds' tangibility makes it simple to depict in fictional stories, which minimizes the possibility of plot holes involving money. Bearer bonds are also often utilized for issuing big amounts, as seen in Reacher Season 2. Because criminals in films and television programs often pursue enormous quantities of money, a bearer bond's exceptional value makes it an ideal story element for films and television series that center on heists or high-stakes terrorist operations. In that they are offered to investors as a means of raising capital, bearer bonds and normal registered bonds are comparable. When the bond matures, the value is paid to the investor who purchased the bearer bond certificate. The ownership of a bearer bond is not formally documented anywhere, in contrast to registered bonds, whose registration is altered upon a buyer selling them to a new buyer. This makes it possible for anybody holding the certificate to take ownership. Although bearer bonds have been outlawed in the U.S. since 1982 due to their abuse for tax evasion and money laundering, as seen in Reacher Season 2 Episode 5, several countries still permit their usage.